Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to read chapter number 33, or I believe it's 34. Let me just quickly see that. Yes, it's 34. So we will discuss it. We will read out, then we will discuss about it briefly, and then we will end this episode. So I will just pull out this chapter. Here it is. It says Royal Spice Mix. A royal chef during his annual vacation came back to his parents and relatives in a village located in a remote location far from the city. He also took a pack of royal spice mix with him. On the way back to his village, he was thinking that he would prepare some recipe using this royal mix, spice mix, and his friends and relative would be surprised at its taste. A few days after reaching his village, he invited his friends and relatives from the village to enjoy the food prepared with a royal spice mix. He served this food to his friend and relatives on a beautiful platter. Contrary to what he had thought, he was disappointed to note that some of his friends and relatives had simply rejected this taste. Some kept quiet, and some others said that their normal village food prepared with simple salt and pepper was even better in taste than this royal spice mix he had brought from the palace. In fact, the people in this village did not have the taste bud required to sense the taste and fragrance of this royal spice mix. Hint: a person is required to develop subtle, subtle senses, inner senses. Otherwise, he would deny the higher realities of life and lead his whole life with the ordinary available senses only. Now we can see the graphic. This is the chef. This is the spice, royal spice. He is serving these people, but these people are not happy. So even in this chapter, Malik Saab is telling us that in order to have to appreciate things, we need certain sense of art. If some artist has a beautiful painting and there is an exhibition, some people will go and stare at the art for hours and hours because they are in awe of that. But other people will say they will just ignore it and go by their own business because they will say they don't have any meaning. So in order to extract meaning, we need to have a microscopic vision. We can appreciate things. In Quran, Holy Quran, the God is always saying that these people, they have eyes but they don't see. They have ears and they don't listen. They have speech but they have the power of speaking but they are dumb. So, and they cannot go anywhere because these are the senses we need to use, and we need to reflect that how this body is born and speaking and using these things which are already created. So once we see these small things, it combines together in our mind, and we are leaping forward, jumping forward to the higher realities of life. But if we are busy in the ordinary life, we are not thinking, we are not using our faculties in the right way, then it is going to be a stalemate situation. Like, it will not be progressing this. And there is another word in this chapter. Let me just read it out. That a person is required to develop inner senses. Otherwise, he would deny the higher realities of life. If these people in the story, if they had that taste bud to enjoy that food, because they had already settled down on a lower plane, like their village food is far better than what is in the palace. That may be true in their own way, but that is not the case, because these palace people, they were part of this village before. Now I'm talking about the servants. Now this cook or this chef, he traveled from this village to the palace. Once he was a villager, now he is at royal palace. So there he developed some food, some taste, some appreciation for the higher food. So even in this food there are so many science. One can, even if a platter in front of me and I have these foods inside it, so I can appreciate these foods, and these foods can take me in some other dimension while just looking at it or thinking about it. That how amazing is it that our earth, our mother earth, planet earth, is producing all these things and giving it to me for the nourishment of this body. So how I am going to eat these things, or how I am going to use these things? So in order to appreciate these things, we need to take a pause, reflect, and appreciate. If we appreciate smaller things, then we can also appreciate the bigger things. Because in Quran, the God says, La in shakartum, that if you are grateful, I will give more. And this is the natural law, I think. If someone is grateful for what he has, and this has does not imply or confine the have to the material things. Maybe the material things are not of that much relevance. Maybe this is the mind thinking, because the thought is something which is a blessing and a curse as well. Because sometimes we are caught in a loop of thought of any past event, that we are trying to fix that event that happened in the past right now, and it is consuming so much of our energies. So we need to appreciate the thinking, the blessings, and we should also jump into the next plane of consciousness, because consciousness has unlimited planes. I think we already discussed it before as well. So regarding this chapter, I will end this video now, that we need to develop appreciation which are beyond this mind's comprehension. If I had not tasted any food which is considered to be on a higher taste buds or something, I should try to add some taste buds, and I should give my full attention to that morsel of food which I am going to eat, which is a new food. Even which is not new, I should appreciate it, and I will appreciate that food content as well as this body's ability to chew that food, and my body organs, they are doing a great job in surviving and keeping this body healthy. They are putting in their effort to to digest the food and make it part of my body, to give me strength to get up, to do some work, some mind work, some physical work. So they are all great in their own way, but we need to develop something which can be of benefit to us and to the society as well. So with this I will end this chapter, I will end this video, that with this prayer that we need to develop more taste buds in terms of eating, in terms of thinking, in terms of expanding our spirit. So I wish you all the best. Take very good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.